Oh man, peace to the gods, peace to the earths. This your man King Truth as I lie, man. I had some this part two. I had some technical difficulties, man. The battery shut down. It wasn't charging. I ain't been on this computer in a while. But I was finna get about to get into Reggie and Tuwack. And Reggie got a show bomb first out there in California. And I think him and his producer is, I like to believe he responding to me and my you and my video and my podcast episode Tuwack versus the Smiths versus C Rock, right? That last time I checked on YouTube, that video got 239 views. Shit, what the fuck is this? Damn. That video got 239 views by itself. Shout out to all the people that watched the video. They tell me, damn, they tell me YouTube cheats me. People tell me, damn, that they watch my, but my views don't move. And so, that to me, that's good. 239 views without manipulating my viewers financially. Um, so yeah, so I think they might be responding to me on the low, and so I'm gonna stick with what I heard. Now Reggie seen with his own eyes, so we say, but just because you see two people go off together don't mean they had sex. See, I still believe, and I'm doing this video because I want y'all to see me. I could have just took the mic and loaded up my episode on my Spotify, but I want y'all to see me, right? You know, I believe that Tupac only had one woman in his life, and that is his rape victim. And just a word to the just a word to Reggie, man. That's that's kind of defamatory that you diss Ayanna Jackson by calling her a bitch. Um, and Tupac was convicted of rape, Reggie, and the crime was investigated by detectives. You know, and I hate to repeat what I heard, and I hate to be even talking about rape and Miss Jackson and her being a victim, but I don't know, but I heard she ran out the hotel room naked to the lobby, and the hotel reception people called the police. You see, you know, Tupac, my opinion, my experience dealing with him is he don't like to be told no. And and it's my experience with Mary J. Blige and Gay Z, Faggoty Sent, the least educated ones don't like to be told no. The ones that still up under their mother and son, taking care of their mother, living with their mother, you know, don't like to be told no. And I got Gay Z so dumb it's not funny. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna stick by what I heard that he only had Ayanna Jackson is his only sexual experience. Um, and I've seen the pictures, you know, and like I'm gonna just go out and
To be with and see if I could just get a quick note or memory about it, if you're cool with that.
Well, Jay, you got me. And so with Jada, you know, Reggie, I gotta defend my auntie. Shout out to Auntie Jada. We've been beefing and finally ain't nothing, but you know, I want I want her to be more vocal about these things and put these things to rest. I think she enjoy leading people into what they want, and to their own mind, right? Instead of just saying, no, that ain't what it, this what it is. Tupac said in his own words in regards to Jada, we are just friends. He said, that's my friend. Like, he was checked by her about anything more than what they were friends. They were high school friends in the ninth grade. Tupac, according to his mother, Tupac left, wanted to continue on in Baltimore performing arts high school, but didn't have enough credits to go to the 10th. So when they moved to Marin County, uh, he had to start in ninth grade all over again. So Jada and Tupac met in the ninth grade, and I guess they remained friends when they uh, reconnected back in Hollywood, right? Maybe he had a crush on her. The movies and letters say he had a crush on her, but Jada and Tupac going to Hawaii on a romantic adventure getaway, I think I think Reggie mind still suffering from the long haul effects of COVID. He just said him and that other girl, Sarah Chapman or whatever, was in Hawaii, right? So, you know, Jada and Tupac is friends. Jada and Keisha Morris. No, it wasn't. So it was Jada and Kedada. And so, I got him at one girl, Reggie say, all these women he naming was Tupac's conquest. They were jump offs to him. And so like I had him because, to rape a woman, you gotta be, some kind of sick, twisted individual, right? And he was convicted of some form of rape. He attempted to rape her and hold her to let other men rape her. And so I don't know if they penetrated her or not. Pardon me, Ayanna Jackson. I don't know if they forcefully penetrated her, but the way it sounds, he held her and wanted other men to have sex with her, and she said no. And that's when all hell breathed. She started fighting, and they say he ripped her clothes off. So that's what they say. Reggie is former police. I suggest Reggie use his police and college skills to try to pull those transcripts and police reports and court transcripts, right? Those things shouldn't be sealed, and they should be public record, right? Him and Gene need to do their homework on Tupac, man. So, um, yeah, so yeah, and so Kidada, right? They traveled, I guess, to the Versace show in Paris. She was in Vegas. Kidada says Kidada say she will take a lie detector test to determine if she had sex with Tupac. You see, so she's saying she didn't. It's kind of hard to believe they share a hotel uh room. I guess, and they traveling the world and they not having intercourse. I don't know, but she say she didn't do it. or maybe she feel bad because he turned out to be a piece of crap today. Uh, and so faith. I stick by what I say. Faith. You know, Tupac a hater, man. He really not good with women. If these women turn out to be telling the truth, and they was just in a platonic, friendly relationship with Tupac, and hadn't reached the sexual level yet, then Tupac really not good with women. Or, it just didn't reach that level. And that's what it was. They just remained cool, friend. Maybe they hugged or kissed, but didn't, you know, um, go all the way. I heard, what I heard before I read that Tupac said itself, he didn't have sex with Keisha. He just laid in the bed with her. Um, then I later read that he married her in jail. And she was the one that reached out to Suge to get the ball rolling on getting him released. I don't know that to be true, but if you think about it, and so the movies say, and everybody, he was engaged to Kidada, Kadada. I'll be calling her Kadada, right? He was engaged to Kadada, but he get married in jail in '95 to Keisha. So so is he married? And then he goes straight to death. Y'all get him out, and then go straight. And so now he start up a relationship with Kadada, and he engaged to Kadada while married to Keisha Morrison. Really? So, and so I said, well, maybe they consummated their marriage in jail, and so, but he's saying he didn't have sex with her. And then so, I mean, so I tend now Faith was mad enough too. She was very mad at Biggie for cheating on him. But I think she used the song and the picture to hit Biggie. I don't think she had sex with Biggie. And you can give her a lie detector test. You can give Madonna a lie detector test. Um, and I see the pictures and they hugged up, but they say, you know, it was a no go on the sex, right? And so and so maybe he tried, maybe they said no, and he just rolled with it. But I don't think they were his. I don't think he conquered conquered those women sexually. Jasmine Guy, you know, I heard that he didn't even stay at Jasmine Guy house when he got shot. He was somewhere else. I don't know, man. What? I mean, if that's the case, now if he with Jasmine Guy after he got shot, recouping at her house, then he go to court, get engaged to, and so he married to Keisha. So he get married to Keisha around that time, right? So he with Jazz, and so no, so if him and Jasmine is friends and not lovers, you see that's the only way that's gonna work, right? What he recoup at Jasmine Guy house, go to jail, get him marry Keisha Morris, get out of jail in 11 months, go to California and start a relationship with Kadada Jones. Hmm. And that time have sex with all of them. Really, while recuperating from being shot in the groin, right? So he shot in the groin, getting it on with Jasmine and Keisha while he in jail. Something ain't adding up, right? Something ain't adding up. I don't think Tupac the ladies, man. Maybe he just a lady himself, right? Maybe they see the girlfriend in him. Maybe he that male gay dude with the bandana tie. Um, so then we back. So now Sarah, I think it was that they say Sarah Chapman. Yeah, maybe. She would. That was something you have to get on the phone and and honestly be willing to want her to take a lie detector test to see if they went all the way, right? I just heard Tupac ain't hit that. You see what I'm saying? So he traveled to Hawaii and you know ain't getting us. That's crazy. You take a woman to Hawaii on on your dime, but if you really like her, you gonna wait. Maybe she ain't a hoe like that. They'd have been better off getting some escorts in Hawaii. You see what I'm saying? If she wasn't gonna put out, you understand? So, oh man, it's Jasmine, Keisha, and Kadada is I doubt that. And Jada, I doubt that too. You know, um, and then he says, and Sally Richardson, man, I wish these dudes keep Sally Richardson name out their mouth, man. When she first come on the scene, she was bad than a mud. I'm like, wow. And Pussy Combs hurt me. I was like, wow. I was admiring this young woman from afar. Now she married to DeAndre Whitfield. I think that's it. I should, y'all could look it up. But she married. He's an actor. On his latest work was on Queen Sugar, right? She married to him, and dude just throwing her business on her past all out there. Jane throw her past out there, and I can't believe they taught that she would run around with Pussy Combs, Fagavelli, and all these rap. I can't believe that. She was in I Am Legend with Willard, right? And I'm like, wow. I can't believe she liked that. Right? Jane got in the hotel with Pussy, with Puffy Combs and John Rule playing around. Wow. I just wow. And so I think, see, Tupac, Faggoty Sent, and Pussy, I think they homosexual. I think they, bisexual. If you like dudes and you a dude, then you gay, right? But I think they go both ways, right? And I think they go both for the fuck of it, right? And it's like they like to use my judgment, my eyes. You know what I think is attractive, then they will see as attractive. See, I don't think they really find women attractive unless other men think a woman is attractive. Like Fagafelli wanted to come between me and some women I was on. You know, he wanted to come between Will and Jada, Biggie and Faith, Mary J. Blige and KC. He off off the mic, off the camera, he has dissed KC, right? Talking about, you could have got with me, which leads me to believe he didn't get with Mary like Reggie say. So, and it's like I've been calling them Fagavelli and gay and it's like they coming out saying these things like that girl Desiree say Tupac was in Dannemora, but the jail records say he was in Clinton Correctional, right? And she dated him and was with him in Dannemora. But I don't think he was ever in Dannemora. They made a movie about Dannemora. You see? So and it's like they trying to say he not that way. You see? But I think he is. You see? I think he is some little petite gay dude. You understand? A pest. A fake jealous gay dude. That's what I think of him, for real. So yeah, he didn't have Mary or Jasmine or Jada or Kadada or Madonna. His wife Keisha. You see, it's documents of it's pictures of Tupac out of jail on death row, Suge in the pool, about to get with a girl, Suge in the pool in an indoor pool, and Tupac got on all his clothes. Now he claimed to have been shot in the head, the hand, the groin, and two more other places. You know, he probably got on his clothes because they're gonna say you ain't where was you shot at? So he did Biggie didn't get him set up in Quad Studio for him to even go after Faith. You see what I'm saying? Biggie did not Biggie, and he named Biggie, not Pussy Comb, not Bad, but he named Biggie. And so nothing happened to him in Quad Studios for him to even go after Faith. He that jealous. That's a jealous dude. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, so no Mary for sure, no Jada for sure. Couldn't got with Jasmine. Now he did a different world. He was on a different world with Alan Payne, Jasmine, and Jada. So is not a coincidence that they know each other. You see, but far as having a sexual relationship with all these women, and when you ask them off the record on the low, they be like, no, and it ain't nobody business, but they be like, no. I mean, if they was about it, and they was a rider for him, he was real. They was like, yeah, we done that, man. It wasn't nothing. But they be like, no, emphatically no. They be like, emphatically no, right? So Tupac was convicted of rape. He ducking his appeal. He is ducking his retrial, hiding down in Stone Mountain, Georgia, with his mother and uncle, whatever. Um, and the video I'm talking about, Reggie doing is
Unfortunately, yes, people like to hear about this stuff. So, the first one we'll start with is Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige was someone that was around us often because of Misa. Puffy's.
Yeah. So man, Mary get mad when you put a name on, but Mary denied that story. No matter how mad Casey made her. You see, so yeah, man, yeah. So I think Tupac is a gay dude, and they covering up for it. Like they don't want Pussy Comb sexuality to come out because it make all his straight artists, Mace and Loon and Black Rob, G Dep, Biggie. It'll change the perception of who they are. You see, so it might change the perception of his music and who Death Row was and Death Row is. You see, if it comes out that Pussy Combs and Fagavelli is gay, bisexual, whatever you want to call it. You see, it shows them brothers really sleep on dude that they didn't they ignored no bullet wounds from Quad Studio. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's all I want to touch on, man. So and so lastly, I'm gonna just say, sobriety It's the right direction, not the wrong direction. To be sober, it's the right direction. You know, explain how being high or drunk or under the influence is going in the right direction. And I just want to say free Supreme Team, free the Powell brothers, free Mumia Abu Jamal, and free Matulu Shakur. You know, uh, I'm finna go finish watching the Supreme Team story on Showtime. I don't know if them brothers got, they say they don't have no bodies, they just there in on drugs. So I don't think a person should get life for drugs for making some money. I think, they ain't served enough time if they don't have no bodies for no murder. So free Supreme Team, free uh his nephew Prince, free Kenneth Supreme, free Larry Hoover, free the Powell brothers, my cousins, free Mumia Abu Jamal, and free Matulu Shakur. You know, never forget those brothers till they home. Peace to the gods. That's it. I'm out. Peace.